So good evening to everyone. My name is Monica Duval Delela, and I am the invocation, which will be offered by Union League Vice President Meredith Ogden.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Lord, we thank you for the gifts of today. We thank you most especially for the gift of our class of 2023 Able and Union League scholars and our returning scholars who are with us tonight. We ask your blessing on our scholars and the generous benefactors and all those educators, volunteers, family members, and others who have played a part in developing the wonderful scholars that we celebrate tonight. We ask for your continued blessing on all our leaders, especially public servants and members of the military who protect us. And we ask that you continue to bless our patriotic institution, the Union League, and all of its members. May they continue to live their lives in harmony with our motto, love of country leads. Bless the food that you place before us and those who are providing it to us. We ask this in your name, amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the chair of the Legacy Foundation and past president of the Union League, Jim Dunnigan.
Thank you, Monica. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Before I address the scholars this evening, I'd like to take a moment and recognize leaders from one of our partner organizations, the Freedoms Foundation of Valley Forge. Freedoms Foundation is an organization that we have worked with for many years. It is a great civics organization and one that we hope to work much more closely with in the years to come. So please join me in recognizing trustees who are with us tonight of the Freedoms Foundation: Sally Brinton, Larry Blazer, and Bill Bennick. Thank you for joining us this evening. And on behalf of all those who support the Union League Legacy Foundation and all the members of the Union League of Philadelphia, I congratulate our scholars. I hope that tonight will be the beginning of a meaningful relationship, that you will be a regular visit to the League House, that you will keep us updated on your accomplishments, and that you will take advantage of all that we have to offer. I invite you to get to know our members. They are leaders in our community and in their professions. And I know that they look forward to hearing about your achievements and in a small way sharing in your success. The Union League was founded in 1862 to preserve the Union and to support the policies of President Lincoln. And for the past 160 years, it has been a civic and charitable leader in our city, our Commonwealth, and our nation. The first line of our bylaw states, "Every member shall support the Constitution and the free enterprise system." This statement is the basis of much of our programming and the educational opportunities of the Union League Legacy Foundation. Over the next 4 years, you will be invited to programs that will explore the Constitution, individual liberty, free enterprise, the rule of law, and other topics that are the foundation of our republic. And I hope that you will attend as many as possible. My sincere thanks and congratulations to Monica and the Scholarship Committee, and again to Will and Joan Abel for their support. Your leadership and tireless work for these scholars is what makes this evening and this program possible. And finally, my sincere thanks to all of our benefactors who give so generously of their financial resources to make this evening possible. Your continued support of this program is truly inspiring, and we appreciate it. And please enjoy this wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Please begin your salads. The Scholarship Awards dinner is always a special night. As Jim said, we hope that this is the first of many, many more visits to the League for our scholars. This evening, we're going to have two parts to our awards ceremony. The first part will be for our ABLE scholars, which will take place in a moment, and the second part will be for our Union League scholars, which will occur after dinner. Before we start the presentations of our ABLE scholars, I want to take a moment to recognize and thank Joan and Will Abel, to thank them for their generosity and for their forethought in creating this still relatively new scholarship program. Will and Joan, thank you both. Now, to get us started and to introduce our first scholar, please welcome to the stage Ms. Amara Briggs. Amara.
Thank you, Monica, and good evening, everyone. I am delighted to be part of tonight's program, and I also want to thank Will and Joan Abel. This is my fourth year that I've participated in the scholarship committee, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. It is very rewarding to be included as part of this committee. I'm glad to introduce Joey Calfa-Pietra. Joey's mother is part of the private events team at Liberty Hill, which is my home golf course, yay. Attending with Joey tonight is her mom, Angela, and older sister, Paige, at table 7. Joey will graduate from high school, where she played field hockey for all 4 years and was active in the Key Club and Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Joey also found time to work in hospitality at Liberty Hill over the last 2 years. She has a passion for baseball and dreams of following in her dad's footsteps to work in that industry. She hopes to become a leader in the front office of a major league baseball organization. Joey is a remarkable young woman who I have no doubt will impress us as she continues studies at the University of Kansas and well beyond. Joey, congratulations on your scholarship.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to thank Mr. and Mrs. Abel for giving me the opportunity to go to the University of Kansas. And I also want to thank my sister and my mom for being here. And I want to thank everyone on the board for giving me this opportunity to be here. So thank you again.
Now it is my pleasure to ask Gary Sylvie to come to the stage to present the next awardee.
Good evening, everyone. I have the pleasure to introduce you to Luke Snively. He is the son of Mark Snively, a member of Liberty Hill's housekeeping team. Luke is a senior at North Penn High School, and he is joined here tonight with his father and mother, Jasmine. Luke enjoys sports and being active. He participated in swimming, water polo, wrestling, flag football, basketball, and his real favorite, soccer. It was through woodworking, though, that he had realized he had a real passion with working with his hands. This led to rebuilding his car and then sparked an interest in diesel trucks and engines. Luke is excited to attend Thaddeus Stevens College of Technology this fall, where he will pursue diesel technology. I'm excited to say that Luke's scholarship is made possible through the generosity of the Heritage Cigar Club. Luke, congratulations.
Okay, Joan Abel, next. No need.
Before I introduce Gloria Abdel Shahid, I want to thank all of you for being here tonight to celebrate these remarkable young women and men. The ABLE Scholarship Program was created to help recognize and assist children and dependents of Union League employees in appreciation of what they give to us every day. I am happy to introduce Gloria Abdel Shahid, a senior at Cherry Hill East High School. Gloria is the oldest of daughter Sherry, who is part of the culinary team at Liberty Hill. She is joined here by her mom, her dad, Amen, and younger brother, Andrew. Gloria's family moved here from Egypt when she was 8 years old. She has worked hard in school and overcame learning difficulties, which have taught her how to advocate for herself. Her counselor shares that she is a dedicated and diligent student with a strong work ethic and desire to succeed. She has an interest in business, and I have no doubt we will be seeing great things from Gloria. Gloria is looking forward to attending Camden County College this fall. Gloria, congratulations to you. There you go. Oh. Gloria, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mrs. Abel, for introducing me. I'm very honored to be here. I'm very surprised to be here. Thank you to my family for bringing me here and getting me to where I am today. And thank you for the committee for choosing me today. And I am very thankful, and I will not let you guys down. Thank you.
And I invite George Awad to present the next scholar.
Good evening. I am honored to be a part of tonight's program and introduce Isabella Bouchard. Isabella is a senior at Swenson Arts and Technology. She is the stepdaughter of Michael O'Neill, part of the engineering team here at the League House, as he calls it, Mother Planet. She is joined here tonight by her stepdad and her mother, Nicole. She is part of a big family with 5 siblings between her mom and dad. Isabella is creative, determined, and busy. Outside of school, she was a member of the softball team, and her high school worked 2 jobs and started her own candle-making business, an entrepreneur in the bud. Isabella plans on attending Holy Family University in the fall to study business marketing. Isabella is a remarkable young woman who I have no doubt will impress us as she continues on her college career and well beyond. I'm excited to say that Isabella's scholarship is made possible through the generosity of the Heritage Cigar Club. Isabella, congratulations on your scholarship.
Thank you, and thank you for allowing me to be here today. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure to ask Will Abel to present the next scholar.
I first would like to thank my wife, who was really the brains behind the Able Scholars for the Union League employees. And also, I would like to thank the other Heritage Cigar Club for picking up the mantle and being able to make this event more open and be able to honor more scholars. It was my pleasure at this time to introduce our last scholar. I want to thank you all for being here and joining the celebration of these remarkable young men and women. Now, before I start, I will tell you I'm terrible with names. I haven't been able to even pronounce Mike's last name, and I've known him for 15 years. It's awful hard, but it's a Polish name, so you understand. So I'm going to use this young woman's nickname, Kai. I'm happy to introduce Kai Follett. Kai is a senior at Pencrest High School. She is the daughter of Brian Follett, a private events employee at Liberty Hill. She is joined here tonight by her dad and her mother, Doreen. Kai was part of the Reading Olympics team for 3 years, a member of the Fair Trade Club, and has a passion for dance, especially ballet. Dance has been part of her life since she was 6 years old. She takes pride in helping others, whether it is with younger dancers at summer camp or giving up some of her lunchtime to help with the kindergarten classes. Kai has already shown herself to be a leader, organizing multiple events for the dance company. She is excited to attend Washington University this fall, and she's also consented to teach me how to do ballet this summer. Kai, we are excited to be part of your path. Congratulations on your scholarship.
Good evening. I'd like to start by thanking the Ables and all of the donors who made this possible. I'm very excited for what the future brings. I'd also like to thank my parents and my family for everything that they've done for me and making all of this possible as well. Thank you.
Now I'd like to turn this back over to our illustrious leader, Monica, who's done a phenomenal job with the scholarship committee this year. Monica.
Well, thank you to all of our presenters and students. And before you meet our 2023 scholars, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize our previous scholarship award recipients who are sitting amongst us tonight. And I'd ask you to please hold your applause until I get through all of them. And students, if you could please stand as I call your name and remain standing until you are recognized with applause. From 2022 we have Able Scholars Georgia Erdman, Morgan Delaney, Kyan Grierson, and Union League Scholars Damian Ferraro and Shri Kumar. Could all stand? Oh, I'm sorry, we're not finished yet. Also, Damie Olatillo and Jake Richards. And wait, keep holding your applause. From 2021, we have Able Scholars Kendall O'Neill and Astor Rowland, and Union League Scholar Kendall Battles. From 2020, we have Union League Scholars Sophia Boquist, Alec Delgado, and Anthony Shope. From 2019, we have Union League Scholar Mackenzie Hagenbook. So now, clap. Okay. And thank you to all of our scholars for returning to tonight's program. We really appreciate it. You can all be seated. So we have gathered here in this room tonight some of the most remarkable people from this historic and patriotic institution. This room represents the leadership of the Legacy Foundation, the dedicated staff, the generous donors, and the leadership of the League. I am truly humbled to work with so many talented and generous people, and all that we have here tonight is because of you. Thank you. There are a few people that I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge specifically. First, our Union League scholars all came through the Legacy Foundation's Good Citizen Day program. This is an all-day civics education program that has happened here at the League for more than 75 years. Let me thank this year's chair of the program, Steve Aravello. He's at table 9 somewhere. So thank you, Steve. Next, my fellow scholarship committee members. You will meet them all individually as they come up to introduce the other scholars, but I wanted to recognize the many hours of time that you've all put into choosing these scholarships. This year, we read 39 applications, participated in full day of interviews, and made some really tough decisions to select the remarkable scholars that you will meet tonight. They are also taking on a new role this year as we work to build a mentor program for our scholars. Committee members, thank you for your dedication. And finally, the staff of the Legacy Foundation. The professionalism and dedication that you put into your work day in and day out is what makes this night possible. Kristen Moran, John Miko, Kira Foley-Tusman, Jess Rudderow, and Rebecca Peters, especially for this year's program. Thank you all. These scholarship programs are just some of the many programs of the Legacy Foundation. Inspired by the United States Constitution and the history, spirit, and values of the League, the Legacy Foundation's mission is to create more informed and more engaged citizen leaders. This happens, of course, through the scholarship program, but also through exhibits, tours, civics education programs, publications, research, and lecture programs that we have here at the League. Last year, the Legacy Foundation presented nearly 70 distinct programs that reached thousands of people well beyond these walls. This work is more important now than ever. Thank you to all of those in this room who so generously support that work. Now it is time to meet more of our future leaders, our 2023 Union League scholars. To introduce this year's class, each of our scholarship committee members and some of the Legacy Foundation staff will come to the stage, introduce a recipient, and allow that recipient a chance to make some brief remarks following their award. So I will introduce the first scholar. So everyone, I'm very, very pleased to introduce our first scholar, Karis Damawiria. Karis is a senior at Philmont Christian Academy. She's here tonight with her parents, Jenny and Philip. Her younger brother stayed home, but I'm sure he supports you. Karis was nominated for the Good Citizen Award through Settlement Music School. She has been studying music since she was 5 years old. She plays the piano and the violin. Karis is very active in her school as well. She has served as class secretary for several years, as treasurer of the National Honor Society and as vice president and later president of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. Karis is smart, talented, and leads by example. In the fall, Karis looks forward to going to the University of Cincinnati, my goodness, College of Music. Karis, welcome to the Legacy Foundation community.
Good evening. I'd like to thank my parents for driving me everywhere and for supporting me in all my ups and downs. And I'd also like to thank all the members of the Union League for Good Citizenship Day, for the generosity and the scholarship, and for educating people on being better citizens and serving our country. Thank you.
Okay, and John Miko, come up next.
Thank you, Monica. It's my great pleasure to introduce to you our next scholarship recipient, Ala Cho. Ala is a senior at Conestoga High School, and she's joined here with her parents tonight, Jacob and Rachel. Jacob, Rachel, and Ala and her brother are immigrants to this great nation. They came here when Ala was 4 years old. Not unlike many others who are receiving scholarships tonight, Gloria, I believe, or our Union League members, George Awad, and others, and my grandparents came here for the same reason I think that Jacob and Rachel and Ala came here, because this is still the last best hope on earth. And I thank you for being here with us tonight and sharing in this great American dream. Ala was nominated from the Good Citizenship Award through the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra, and of course, Maestro Louis Scaglione, who is with us this evening. Thank you, Louis. Yes, let's hear it for Louis. She's played in the orchestra since 4th grade at Conestoga, where she is now the concert master. And she's a passionate student who loves to learn. She looks forward to continuing her education at Northeastern University this fall, where she's a science major, which I couldn't even begin to understand. You'll have to ask her about that later this evening. Her scholarship is being funded through a fund that was established very recently, just these last couple of weeks, to honor one of the great leaders of the Union League. A vice chair of Youth Work Foundation, a longtime supporter of the work of the Legacy Foundation, and a great, great lover of this great institution, the Union League of Philadelphia, Mr. Caesar Williams. Caesar was taken from us way too early and suddenly, just a few months ago. And as many friends here at the League have created a fund that is making possible Ala's scholarship this evening. I want to thank Katrina, Caesar's wife, and Tyler, Caesar's daughter, for being with us this evening. We miss Caesar, and we are grateful that we had him when we did. Thank you. Thank you. Ala, I know that Caesar is happy that you are the first Caesar Williams Scholar. Please welcome to the Union League, Ala Cho. Ala. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you a member of the committee and a member of the union. Oh, I'm sorry, what did I do? Oh, you have to say something. You thought you were going to get away with not having to say anything. Ala, please.
Thank you so much for the introduction. I would like to thank my parents first for taking me to lessons in New Jersey every week, for driving like an hour and a half every week to take me to lessons. And I would like to also thank Maestro Scaglione for letting me audition a bit late for the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra and still nominating me for Good Citizenship Day. I would also like to thank Mrs. Peters and Mrs. Tusman for helping me with my essay. Also, happy late Mother's Day to the amazing moms out there. Thank you so much.
And now, it's my pleasure to introduce our next presenter, Mr. Jeff Denton. Where is Jeff? There you are. Come on up, Jeff. A member of the Legacy Foundation trustees and a member of the scholarship committee. Jeff Denton.
I'm happy to introduce Brian Pollock, a senior at Central Bucks South High School. Brian is joined tonight with his proud parents, Steve and Pam. Brian was nominated for the Good Citizen Award by Washington Crossing Boy Scouts of America. He is passionate about building and is committed to service and leadership. As part of his Eagle Scout project, he blended these interests by building an outdoor classroom for a local elementary school. Brian has served as senior patrol leader for his troop and was a member of his high school track team. Brian is excited to attend the University of Delaware this fall. Brian, congratulations on your Union League scholarship. We are thrilled to have you among the class.
Good evening. I first off want to say my generosity to the Union League and the Legacy Foundation for making this day possible. It was great to meet the fellow scholars and past scholars from this year. I also want to give a big thanks to my parents who pushed me to this point in my life, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. And I also want to say thank you to my troop leader, Mr. Drazen, for nominating me in the first place for the Good Citizenship Day. So thank you very much.
And I would now like to call up the indispensable Kira Tusman-Foley.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. I am proud to introduce Julia Henry, a senior at Quakertown Community High School. She is here tonight with her mother, Michelle, and father, Rob. Julia is the oldest of 3 children. She was nominated for the Good Citizenship Award through the Girl Scouts of Eastern Pennsylvania. She certainly is a leader, serving on student council and coordinating many volunteer opportunities for Richland Elementary School events. Julia participated in Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Week, a business and leadership program by the Foundation for Free Enterprise Education, which sounds fascinating. I was reading about it earlier. She is an athlete as well, playing on the varsity basketball team and softball team, my 2 favorites. As if that's not enough, Julia rounds out her talents with being musically inclined. She was part of Honors Choir, Wind Symphony, and marching band. In the fall, Julia will pursue her degree from Penn State University. Congratulations, Julia.
First off, I wanted to thank everyone at the Union League who provided this amazing opportunity and for today's events and touring Philadelphia and getting to meet all of the other scholars. And I'd like to thank Girl Scouts of Eastern Pennsylvania who nominated me for Good Citizenship Day, and also my parents. I wouldn't be here without them.
Now I'd like to ask my friend, Will Abel, to come to the stage to present the next scholarship.
Good evening again. Before I start, I would like everybody to know that Joan and I have been a member at the League since 1978, a lot of years. But the employees of the Union League have been very, very close friends of ours over the generations. My daughter was married in this room, and we had the League employees service that evening, and we're on the dance floor. It was great pride that Joan and I are able to make sure that we help with the fulfillment of more scholarships for deserving employees. And we do hope that it will grow. I really should have made those remarks when I introduced the other person, but I'm getting old, and Mike down there tells me I need to go to an assisted living home. And I told him that if I go to assisted living, he has to be the orderly, so that I like to see. I'm introducing Jalen, but Jalen's also going to be a graduate of Girard College. And that was my alma mater, and I graduated there in 1957. So it gives me great pride to be able to introduce Jalen. I'm thrilled to introduce Jalen Handy. Jalen is a senior from Girard College High School. Never was high school in my year. It was just Girard College, which is also the organization that nominated her for the Good Citizenship Award. She's here tonight with Mom Constantine and her counselor, Eric Berzez. Jalen also has a twin brother. She's a leader among her peers. She is the president of the World Affairs Council branch at Girard College, a project constructor at Global Citizens, and participates in Citizens Diploma and Leading Youth Through Empowerment Program. In her spare time, Jalen manages communications for the Senior Bell Choir and worked in a large-scale theater production that came to Girard College. She's looking to study in Millersville this fall. Jalen, I'm proud that my wife, Joan, and I are able to make scholarships possible for students like you. Congratulations on your Union League scholarship.
Hi, I want to start by saying thank you to the Union League for making it possible for us to be here. I want to say congratulations to all the scholars that got awarded tonight or are going to get awarded tonight. I want to thank my mom. You supported me all through this process, through life, really. I want to thank my counselor for supporting me through this process and making me keep going and perfecting my essays and things like that. I want to thank my brother who could not be here. He supports me through my ups and downs. And I want to thank the board members that were in the interview room. Thank you for making me feel comfortable. And thank you to the Union League for making the scholarship possible, not just for me, but for all the other scholars, and making our post-secondary dreams come true.
Now I'd like to ask Rachel Becker to present the next scholarship. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.
Hello. I am really excited to introduce everyone to Tristan Kilgore. He's a senior at Council Rock High School and was nominated by Washington Crossing Council Boy Scouts of America for the Good Citizenship Award. He's here tonight with his parents, Beth and Tim, and he also has a younger brother at home. Tristan is a leader through and through, which shows in all the different activities that he does. He's a Civil Air Patrol captain, flight and deputy commander, and he has earned Eagle Scout. Tristan is also enlisted in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. In his spare time, which I don't know how he has any. He participates in the Political Science Club, Model United Nations, and the Debate Club. He's looking forward to studying at Penn State University this fall, possibly political science or pre-law. Tristan, congratulations. I knew you were.
So first off, I would like to thank the Union League and the Legacy Foundation. It really means a lot for this opportunity so I can go to Penn State and hopefully make you all proud for this scholarship. I'd like to thank my parents who are here. They've done a lot for me, helped me through Scouts and through all my activities, making sure I was always staying on top of my homework and everything like that. So thank you for that. And I'm glad I had a great time at Good Citizen Day, and I had a great time today meeting all the nice people here at the Union League. So thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to making you all proud.
Next, we have Yasmina. Yasmina. I'm sorry.
It's a tough middle, last name, so I'm cool with Yasmina. Good evening, everyone. I am happy to introduce you to Wasim Jauda. He's a senior and valedictorian at Chamonix High School. He's here tonight with his parents, Suha Sunwar and Walid. Wasim is a Jordanian American and the second of 5 children. He was nominated for Good Citizenship Award by the Eastern Pennsylvania Youth Soccer Association. He is captain of his high school soccer team. He's involved in the Debate Club, Student Diversity Leadership Program, and served as president of the Model United Nations Club. Impressive. He's passionate about healthcare, and he intends to go into biochemistry with an interest in pre-med and dentistry. Wasim is looking forward to pursuing his degree at Temple University. I am happy to share that Wasim is receiving the Amiram Elwork Memorial Scholarship, Amiram is a past Good Citizenship awardee with an immigrant background, and I have no doubt he'd be happy to see Wasim receiving this recognition. Thank you.
First off, I would like to thank all the members in the Union League for making this day possible, especially those at my table for giving me helpful future advice. I'd like to thank EPYSA for nominating me. And lastly, I'd like to thank my parents for being here with me tonight. Thank you.
I'd now like the pleasure to welcome Gary Dorsheimer.
Welcome all. I'm happy to introduce you to Juliana Vlasopoulos. Juliana is a senior at St. John Newman and Maria Goretti High School, from which we had a lot of great workers in our office in many years. She's here tonight with her mother, Colleen, and her father, Gregory. She has a younger sister, Marina. Juliana was nominated for the Good Citizen Award by Philadelphia Youth Orchestra, where she's been involved since middle school. At her school, Juliana is involved in many clubs such as yearbook, culinary, and drama. She's volunteered many hours of community service for different events and organizations in all of her free time. She also keeps herself busy playing the violin and playing on her school's volleyball team. In the fall, Juliana will study at Thomas Jefferson University. She will be studying medical imaging and radiation sciences. So I'm looking forward for 4 years from now, making my radiologic studies much easier to schedule wherever she goes. Juliana, welcome. We're thrilled that you're here as a scholar.
Good evening. First, I'd like to thank my parents for their endless love and support. I wouldn't be here today without them. And I'd like to thank Mr. Scalioni and the Philadelphia Youth Orchestra for all the opportunities and for the nomination. And most importantly, the Union League and the donors for this amazing opportunity. And I'm so happy to have met so many interesting people today and for this opportunity. So thank you.
And lastly, we will welcome back our chair, Monica.
Okay, thank you to all of our scholars and to our committee members and staffers who introduced them. I also wanted to acknowledge 2 other scholars who were not able to be here tonight, Jeremiah Brown and Devin Torres. Jeremiah is with his mock trial team in Arkansas competing at the national level, and Devin Torres came down with COVID yesterday. So we miss him, and we hope that you'll all get the opportunity to meet them both at some date in the future. We have no doubt that they'll come here, hopefully, many times. To all of our incoming scholars, I have a few simple words of advice. Remember that this scholarship is much more than financial assistance. It should be the beginning of a relationship between you and the league. As we've said a few times now, we will invite you back for programs and for events, but it is your responsibility to seek these out as well and to take advantage of these opportunities. The Legacy Foundation, the Union League, and its members have expectations of you. They include academic excellence, your continued service to your community and to your new schools, and most importantly, communication. Come back to the League for programs, be a member of this new community. Hopefully, some of the returning scholars can share their experiences with you as well. Now, there is one more part of our program for all of our 2023 scholars. I am happy to introduce the Vice Chair of the Legacy Foundation, Mr. Mike Piachowicz.
Thank you, Monica. Congratulations to the scholars. I'd just like to share a couple of thoughts as we congratulate you on your great accomplishments. I think when you hear the word scholarship, you often think about money and the reward that's associated with the scholarship. And in actuality, the money is the end result. But when a donor and a scholar come together, it's really all about something really important in life, which is relationships. It's all about the people. You have to go to school, you need to study, you need to become a true expert to gain technical knowledge and get yourself ahead. But as you move forward in life, scholars, don't forget about the people, because the people in your life are going to be extremely valuable to you. Your family, the friends you're going to meet, and everything is going to come together as you continue to give and be part of this great community. You as scholars first have earned this award. You have worked hard, you were dedicated, you made sacrifices and commitments to get to where you are and to be chosen from the many people who applied. The scholars are here, and the donors, on the other hand, are people who went to work every day of their life. They saved their money. They created financial security for themselves and their family. And they made a decision to help others, to be generous and take care of other people, because at some point in their life, they understood that other people did it for them. Just like you scholars, They worked hard. They were dedicated. They made sacrifices, and they were committed. These donors, these Union League members, really are the people that wanted to help you because you and them possess the same values. And as you go through life, you're going to find people like that have the values that you have, which I'm talking about today. We're so lucky to live in the greatest country in the world. The United States of America has the free enterprise system. That's what's created this opportunity that we have tonight, to have donors come together with scholars to create this opportunity, to dream, to work, to accomplish. And greatest of all, we get to choose what to do with the assets that we accumulate over our lifetimes. These donors have made a decision to help people that they don't even know. And that's pretty amazing. Just wanting to give back and help others. And that's what the Union League Legacy Foundation is all about in everything that we do. It's helping people who we want to see go forward and share in the values of the great things that we have here in America. So to the scholars, you have worked hard, and these Union League members who have donated have worked hard as well. So what we want to ask of you as you go forward is someday for you to do the same, and to think about this evening, and to think about the donors and those that have taken some of their hard-earned money to help you. So our last expectation is one that you will likely not fulfill for many years, but someday it's going to be here, and life does move fast. We're going to follow the leadership of the great Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin wrote a letter to a young man who he had lent some money. And he explained that he had no interest in this money to be a direct gift, but rather a loan. A loan to be paid forward. That someday, when he finished the education, you will return that favor to someone else that now you don't know, and you can do the same and lend assistance. So I'll ask each of you, one by one, to step forward and sign the letter, and then proceed to stand on the other side of the stage. And as the scholars sign, I will read the letter. So if the scholars could please come forward over on this side. Right there. The letter goes like this. Dear sir, your situation grieves me, and I send you herewith a banknote for 10 louis d'or. I do not pretend to give such a sum. I only lend it to you. When you shall return to your country, you cannot fail of getting into some business that will in time enable you to pay all your debts. In that case, when you meet with another honest man in similar distress, you must pay me by lending the sum to him, enjoining him to discharge the debt by a like operation, and then he shall be able and shall meet another such opportunity. I hope it may thus go through many hands before it meets with a nav and will stop its process. This is a trick of mine for doing a great deal of good with a little money. I am not rich enough to afford much in good works, and I am obliged to be cunning and make the most of a little. With best wishes for your future prosperity, I am, dear sir, your most obedient servant, Benjamin Franklin. By signing below, you recipients agree to do as Benjamin Franklin suggested and return the favor of a Union League scholarship. Thank you all for making this pledge. This is not something we're going to call and check up with you on. I love the saying that character is what you do when no one's looking. It will be up to you to do what you can in your life as your life progresses to do something for somebody else and accept this responsibility. It'll be fun someday that you'll be able to trade seats with all of us old people out here, and you can do it for someone else that maybe isn't even born at this point in time. It's going to be great. Congratulations, scholars. Thank you for bringing this joy to us, and good luck in all your future endeavors. Thank you. Monica?
So thank you to Mike, and thank you, scholars, for making this commitment. Before we close the evening tonight, I would like to invite Steve Aravello to the stage to do the benediction.
Thank you, Monica. Before I do, I just want to echo all the congratulations to all the ABLE and Union League scholars. Congratulations. And when I speak, and I have spoken with a number of the past recipients and the scholars tonight, and my optimism and hope for the country is great. So we're in good hands, I think. So let us pray. Lord, thank you for the great gift of our Union League and ABLE scholars. You helped them become who they are today. Now help them grow into men and women they can become. Be with them and strengthen them for whatever the future holds. Lead them in the path that is best for each of them. Help them fully develop the gifts of mind, body, and spirit that you have given them. And guide them in the way of truth and life. Use them to make our great nation more perfect. For the sake of your holy name, amen.
Thank you, Steve. I hope that everyone has enjoyed this evening's ceremony, and I hope that you leave the league tonight with a sense of pride and accomplishment in our program and in our scholars, and mostly in the future that these students have before them. I have one last message for our scholars. It is, of course, from Abraham Lincoln, and I quote, "I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me, and I didn't have the heart to let him down." There are thousands of Union League members who believe in you. We know that you will succeed, and we look forward to seeing you succeed. Congratulations again. Thank you to all, and have a good night.